When Steve and Becky moved to Bainbridge, they wanted a community that nurtured their kids and where they could be involved. And an opportunity came up to buy the old Coast to Coast and turn it into ACE. And they were living this dream of being not just a mom and pop organization, but a really family open arms organization that really made the community feel it wasn't just another chain coming in or some outside group. It felt like family.
One thing that comes across when you step into Ace Hardware is how much they really love people and they really love this community. They don't just support the causes that are close to them, they support the things that their team members are involved in. Anybody who wants to volunteer gets time off to do it. Anybody who wants to support an organization gets support.
They get this opportunity while they're being paid to go and do something meaningful in the community. An example of that is Kids Up at Battle Point Park, where employees went to work on the structure itself and help build it, which is so critical because that's real giving. When you extend yourself and your employees into your community to make a difference. Steve got directly involved, he and Becky both, with the Bainbridge Island Japanese American community, with the memorial, with the activities. And for Islanders, that's very dear to our hearts. That's a part of our history that we both are saddened by, and we cherish how people responded. I know they support our wonderful historical museum, which is truly a gem. The beautiful gardens at the library, they're always involved.
When the economy was really sinking and arts organizations across the country were really suffering and businesses were suffering, Ace Hardware dug in their heels, and Becky and Steve made a commitment to make sure that this resource wasn't eliminated, that the fabric of this community remained intact. Because of that, every single child is able to attend theater school tuition free. But a lot of times it's adults. We have retired doctors and retired teachers who have always had a passion for the arts and who've never had the time to be a part of it. And being able to experience something that's new and exciting and that brings you closer to the people that you're doing it with, that's really remarkable. You share in these experiences, and that's something that I think Becky and Steve are really committed to.
We get great in-kind support from them at Kids Discovery Museum. But what's cool is they understood the need for this kind of establishment for children. When we had children who were having difficulties because they had sensory processing challenges, we started a program for that. When we saw a lot of new mothers with that deer in headlights look, we started a mini meal program. And Steve and Becky are a great example of that. They have responded to community need as it came up.
And I see everywhere I go, at my son's Little League games, when I go to the parks, the Ace Hardware family support is there. Baseball, basketball, rowing, sailing, you name it. If it's something that supports the passions and the pursuits of kids on this island, chances are they've been a part of it.
They've supported all the schools, public, private, doesn't matter. They support activities, they volunteer. One of Becky's questions has been, how do we get more people involved in volunteering and serving on boards?
They're there for these kids in this community, and it's incredible what they do to get kids involved, to do things that involve self-esteem and team building, and it's amazing to see how far that goes in a youth's life.
I know the parade is one of their favorite things, and they like the diversity in the parade, learning about new nonprofits, and this community. They love it, and I'm right there with them on that. They're a huge part of why this community is so healthy and so interwoven and mutually supportive.
I don't just represent one of these organizations. I'm one of the people that has benefited from this directly, and my family. And I'm so grateful. And I say thank you every time I see them, but I still feel like I don't say it enough.
There's something so inspiring about that generosity of spirit that they have that makes us all feel like we can do more. And I'm really grateful for that example.